I've been a fan for a long time, and I've wanted you on the show for a long time, and we've never met. I met you at the Oscars the first time, and
very briefly.
Yes, and you used my bathroom.
I did. I apologize. The award, the category I was in was about to come up. I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I ran out, and the first room that I saw, I didn't know it was your dressing room right away, but I saw a bathroom. So I asked the people if I could use it, and they said yes. And then when I went in there, I realized whose bathroom it was. So
I heard everybody was excited that you were in my bathroom.
And I joked that I used your stuff, which I didn't, and I definitely turned the seat back down. But I was, it was an emergency. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I was expecting to get up there, but
no,
God
you weren't.
forbid
Were you not expecting? You were so amazing in The Departed. If you haven't seen The Departed, so good.
Thank you. No, I wasn't even expecting to get nominated. I had been in a couple of movies where there was a little bit of Oscar buzz going around, but it never happened. So I had actually pretended like it wasn't a big deal and I didn't care. And of course, when it happened, I was ecstatic, and it was nice. But it was not, Alan Arkin he hadn't been nominated for 38 years. I think he was due, and I may get another crack at it. So
I think you will. I think you're really, really good, and you choose good movies too. I've liked all the movies you've been in.
Well, thank you.
I mean, Boogie Nights, Three Kings, right? Is that the name of it? Yeah, really good movies.
Oh, thank you.
And then your parents. I mean, really, you've come a long way. Your parents must have been flipping out that you called and said you were nominated.
You know how many times I've called my parents and caused them to cry? It was the first time, and it was for a good reason. So yeah, it was nice. They were ecstatic. My dad has watched the Oscars since he was a kid, and he was never really impressed with the paychecks that I got. And he finally said that I could consider myself a real actor. So that was nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you've been nominated?
Yeah.
Oh, your other stuff though is,
Yeah, I know, but he's watched since he was a kid, and he just thinks that's the epitome in the acting world. So.
And because you were a bad boy. You were like a really bad
I caused
kid.
him a bit of heartache, yes.
Yeah. And then did you know at some point, like, I gotta stop doing this to them? Or what made you say, I'm not gonna do this anymore with my life?
Well, I had ended up in jail, and it was the first time that Mommy couldn't get me. I always kind of cried my way out of it. I was very good convincing her that it was my friends and it wasn't me.
Right.
I was always the youngest in the bunch, but I wanted to be one of the guys. I was constantly trying to impress them, so I would do dumb things. And it was the first time that Mommy couldn't get me out, and my acting skills weren't going to get me out of this one, and I had to stay overnight for quite a few nights, and that was enough to kind of get me on the right track.
Yeah.
Because I like sleeping in my own bed. I like my mother's cooking. I don't like
it's nicer than jail.
big guys kind of, checking me out. And I was 16 at the time, too, so I was probably about 5'2", 110 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not a good place to be.
No, not really.
No.
Very, very scary.
No. I like it here much better.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're doing very, very well. I mean, you really, with Entourage and with that's a great show. And
thank you.
That's a really terrific show. And your brother Donnie is successful. He's an actor, and did he start Funky Bunch? Is that?
He didn't start. He kind of started the Funky Bunch. Me and him started recording together early on with the guy who produced New Edition, who later produced the New Kids. We were doing rap stuff, and
Good Vibrations. I'm telling you, I still dance to that a lot. That holds up.
I see you dance a lot. You guys have a lot of fun here. Yeah. I love the song. Actually, I was expecting me, my brother, and a friend named MC Spice from Virginia, who's a rapper from Boston originally. Yeah.
So you still get a little coin from Good Vibrations?
A little bit. I could. Yeah, that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
My brother got most of it though.
He wrote most of it.
He was very business savvy at the time,
I see.
and I was just certainly happy to be out there. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. So.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
You credit him for turning your life around?
Well, between him, my parents, I've had a number of people who were positive influences in my life. I just didn't recognize them early on. I was too busy looking at the guy who had the cool car and the hot chick and thought that was what it was about, and obviously it's not. There's people at the Boys Club, my parish priest. So many people have dedicated their lives to helping kids. It just, you've got to be smart enough to recognize who to kind of watch and try to emulate.
Well, I think you're a good role model. I think for kids out there, especially young boys trying to be so cool, and I mean, you really are a great example of somebody who has taken control of their life.
Well, it's certainly, being cool is being responsible, being respectful, and doing the right thing. That's what being cool is, in my opinion. And, I've had the tough guy image for a while, and, people ask me, how do you rate yourself as a tough guy? I'm definitely trying to go down the scale. I've got 2 little kids. The only time I'm gonna get tough is when my daughter's a teenager, and it's really necessary.
I feel sorry for those boys already.
I gotta tell you, like everybody else who's in this audience or watches at home, we don't ever want this to end. This is the best. It's been the best experience for me. Not only just to spend time with you as a friend, but to share all of my projects and to share with your audience. I mean, this is a big reason why I'm still in the business today, from you and all of your help. So thank you so much.
Well, you're in the business because you're brilliant. It's why you're in the business. Thank you. I wanted you back again to see you without a mustache. You've shaved it since then, and now you're growing something else, it seems.
I did have that weird little mustache for a while.
For a project.
It was for a movie, and then I was trying to promote the movie, and the fans of the film are really particular about having the mustache. So I needed to remind people that, yes, I do have a mustache at certain points in the film.
Right. And now you're growing something else for another project?
I'm just being lazy.
No.
Yeah.
There's a big resurgence of 90s projects coming back.
Really?
And I'm wondering if someone offered you to possibly, would Marky Mark make a reappearance?
Yes, under the right circumstances. Well, I don't know about that far. But for the right circumstances, and yes, for the right cause, absolutely.
If there was a charity event,
absolutely.
Would you be able to remember all the lyrics of all your songs?
All my songs? No. Absolutely not.
Which song would you remember?
Well, Good Vibrations is easy, because I performed it so many times.
Yeah.
But, no, it's one of those things where even like when I'm remembering lines for movie, I drill them into my head for such a long time. Now, but if I just, give me 2 days to rehearse, and then yes, I could get back into the swing of things. I need to just hear it and feel it.
I would love to see that happen. We have to think of a charity event that we can make Marky Mark come back, because that would be amazing.
Let's partner up and do that together for a very worthy cause.
What do I have to do with it? What am I doing?
Well, you could sing the Lolita Holloway part. You could sing the chorus. Or we could just dance and vibe out.
I'll introduce you. How about that?
Even better.
I'll make it happen. Have your kids ever seen you perform? Are they...
They haven't seen me. They've seen videos of me performing, and they're mortified. Anytime, like if they see the picture with me in the underwear, oh my God, they'd be so embarrassed. My son has just recently turned 16, let's just say that.
Wow.
And he gets embarrassed by everything that I do. Even the stuff that other people think is like cool in 2022, like movies and stuff. Dad's so dumb. Dad, that's terrible.
What is their favorite movie you've done? They have to like something.
Well, the boys actually, my son and my daughter went to see Uncharted. They liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But they were like, Dad, why didn't you play the main character? I said, I'm too old to play the main character. I used to be the main character.
You tried that.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, I am going to ask you some questions. This really probably is the last time you'll ever be here, so I'm going to ask you questions that I have never asked you before. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Who can do more pull-ups, you or The Rock?
Oh, I could do more pull-ups than The Rock.
How many pull-ups can you do?
I don't know. I did 25 here with a pair of Timberland boots for charity.
Okay.
But I mean, the max I do is probably like 40, but clean ones.
40 pull-ups?
Clean ones.
Wow. And then more unclean?
No, clean.
Okay. All right. Is it true that you still have the prosthetic that you wore in Boogie Nights?
Yes. Yes.
Where is that?
It's in a safe, locked away. It's not something I can leave out. All of a sudden, my kids are looking for, the spare phone charger and pull that thing out and like, what the heck is this? Yeah, well, yeah, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a good look.
Have they seen that movie?
I think my daughter has, but she has not had the conversation with me yet. Thank God. She's sparing me.
God, that was a great movie. You were great in that movie. Great. I mean, you're great in every movie. I say that all. You're just an amazing. Who would have thought Marky Mark would turn into you're brilliant actor.
Nobody would have thought.
Nobody.
That's why the expectations were so low when I started acting that it was just like you do something remotely interesting. Oh my God, he's fantastic. Next thing you know, they nominate me for an Oscar. I didn't even do anything. But I definitely worked harder than everybody, and I wanted to make sure that I could prove to filmmakers that I was capable of doing the best job for them, and I would do anything for them.
You do work hard.
Yeah.
You work very, very hard. Best, fill in the blank, best party I've ever been to was at blank's house.
Penny Marshall's.
Really?
Yeah, her and Carrie Fisher used
then
to have
Carrie-
their annual party.
Yeah, I was
One
going to say
at
Carrie
Penny's,
Fisher.
And one was at Penny's, and one was at Carrie every other year. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Debbie Reynolds threw me out once by the ear. I mean, I met everybody in the business through Penny Marshall, and I would not have a career if it wasn't for Penny Marshall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she gave me my first role.
Which one?
Renaissance Man.
I didn't know that.
She discovered
Oh, wow.
me. She gave me my first job as an actor.
Good for Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for me.
Yeah, and good for you. Have you ever encountered a ghost?
No. Somebody gonna jump out of this
No.
box?
No. Would you want to?
What? Encounter a ghost? No, but I have many encounters with my mom and my dad in my dreams that seem very vivid and very real.
That is
Yeah.
how people come to you sometimes
Yeah.
in your dreams.
Well, then yes, often,
Yes.
and I welcome that
That
every
is
day.
I think that is them visiting you. What's the strangest thing you've ever been asked to endorse?
Oh my God, adult diapers. I said, I understand if people need adult diapers and that kind of support, fantastic, but I can't be like in an adult diaper commercial being like, these are the best fitting diapers that I've ever had.
You'd never know I'm wearing them.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, last thing. What's something you did once but will never do again?
Oh gosh, probably about 150 things I could think of.
All right, while you think of that, what's the best pickup line you've ever heard?
Are you familiar with the area? I need directions to your house. It's very bad, but it's funny.
I see.
It's funny.
It is good. Someone did that to you?
No, I did that to somebody.
Oh.